I don't know who's going to win. I will agree with you, and I will say Johnny win because I think that's the safe choice. So,
Candace, did you see Velveteen Dream this past Wednesday? He was channeling Dennis Rodman, the Rodzilla, back in WCW, and that was awesome. You know, he had that awesome great outfit for Hollywood Hulk Hogan. The Call Me Up Vince. So, number one, who's winning this match? Number two, what kind of outfit is Velveteen Dream going to have for TakeOver? Because you know he always has crazy, awesome outfits and gimmicks for takeovers.
Oh, that's a great question. So, number one, you know, this is a hard one because I just don't see Bronson Reed winning this or Cameron Grimes. So to me, it's like it's either going to be Damian, Johnny, or Velveteen. Even though it would be a complete PR nightmare, it would be crazy if Velveteen won because we already saw the hashtag Fire Velveteen Dream and it was trending during NXT this week. So people are really just being very outspoken about the recent allegations. But to be quite honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Velveteen won this. I mean, Triple H came out and vouched for him. He said they did their own investigation, couldn't find anything. So obviously Velveteen is clear to wrestle, even though it would be a PR disaster in our eyes. Johnny would be the safe choice, but Velveteen could still win. He really honestly could still win, in my opinion. So I think it's either going to be Johnny or Velveteen. I'm not too certain about Damian Priest winning this at this point. He's a fantastic wrestler, but I do think it's either going to be down to Johnny or Velveteen. So we'll see what happens. As far as Velveteen's outfit, I don't see him doing the channeling of Prince anymore. He's done that. He's come back. He's on a different level. He's doing the Dennis Rodman thing. He might just straight up come out, bare chested again.
Maybe.
Some really crazy,
You know what he should? There's two things I'd love to see him come out as. Cena Nation, okay? Dressed up like John Cena. Or put on a suit and be the Miz and just look awesome. Joe,
wow.
how killer would Velveteen Dream look in a suit or a John Cena hat?
The suit would be amazing, actually. That would be completely left field. I actually do want to see that now, so I'm down for that.
I think that would be good. And but Joe, we go back to WrestleMania. The rumors were John Cena very high in Velveteen Dream. So, why not put on a colored shirt, never give up, or you can't see me?
I think it's a terrific idea. And I think at this stage of Cena's life, I don't know if he's ever going to come really back to wrestle full time, right? He's going to probably still make a couple more appearances. So why not have one of those appearances be against Velveteen Dream? I don't know if he would go down to NXT for a surprise appearance, but he's pretty cool like that. It's definitely an idea that, especially with the way Velveteen Dream dresses and the way Cena always used to be with the multicolored shirts and stuff, I don't think it's a terrible idea. I think it's actually a really good idea.
All right, we shall see what comes of that. And the main event, which is going to be Pat McAfee, baby, taking on Adam Cole. I think Pat McAfee needs to win this match and should win this match. I never seen a finisher make more sense than a punter using a punt. And I hope he punts Adam Cole into oblivion here. Joe, I know you're a big fan of Adam Cole and Pat McAfee. So what do you think of the direction of this so far? And what did you think of AJ Hawk being on NXT the other day, helping out McAfee?
So the reason why this match is good is because it's gotten a lot of promotion elsewhere, especially on ESPN this week. And McAfee has a substantial fan base from his time in the NFL, from ESPN, from Barstool, from working in WWE. I just think this match is going to be a fun match. There's really, really nothing to it. I think the segments have been funny. I think the whole vibe of it has been really fun. I think they're having fun with it. To me, it'll be interesting because I do think McAfee has a chance to win this match, because if they want to establish him as somebody that they want to use again, either on Raw or SmackDown, or if they want to keep him on NXT, that would be the best move. So I definitely think McAfee has a chance to win this match using the punt, but it's going to be fun as hell. Obviously, McAfee's going to probably bring some of his guys in, like Hawk, the Undisputed Era are going to get involved. it's just going to be a fun 10 to 15 minutes. No real thinking to this.
What do you think, Candace?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the fun match of the night. I agree with that. It's SummerSlam, so, they're going to pull out some type of wacky, crazy stops during this match, and I can't wait to see what happens. I really, really like Adam Cole, but I see Pat McAfee winning this. They need to have something to talk about the day after your water cooler conversation. This is going to be it. There's something wacky's going to happen, and Pat McAfee's just going to take this, and we'll end up seeing what Adam Cole's response will be. But it's definitely going to be the craziest match of the night, I see.
Absolutely. And, speaking of crazy, I don't know if you saw this, Candace, but Liv Morgan had a new shirt come out, and WWE refused to tweet it out. And she just went on a tweeting spree. Post my shirt. You're not going to post my shirt. And it just went on about her shirt, and they didn't post her shirt. What do you think is the motive behind that? Or are they trying to do some shirt angle here for Liv to actually increase shirt sales?
Wow. I honestly did not see that. I mean, Liv is one of the most outspoken talents in WWE in general, and it's always worked in her favor. And what I really love about Liv is that she seems very attuned to social media marketing, and she's very smart when it comes to that. So whenever she tweets something, people obviously listen. And I feel like, I don't know if this is going to be put into some type of angle with her and Ruby, or if we'll see something come of this in terms of in-ring, but she probably has something really special planned for a shirt, and, Vince and company are playing into it, and we'll see what it is. I mean, it's going to come out eventually, but I have a feeling that it could very well be tied into something they have planned for Liv in the future with this angle they have with Ruby, which is, in my opinion, it's brilliant. I really like seeing where their friendship and relationship is going in ring. So at this point, we'll see what it is. But I feel like it's definitely, they're working together in tandem. So that's pretty much the deal.
There you have it. All right, so SummerSlam now, and there's some matches here. We won't go through. Well, I guess we'll go through all of them, but some of them we won't give too much analysis. But the first match, which needs some analysis, is Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville, and this has been a really good storyline here. What's so funny?
I actually, believe it or not, I think it's very funny the direction that they went with this, because I think the stipulation for the match, now it's a hair versus hair match. I think it fits. And I think with the transformation that we've seen from both characters, so whatever, I'm gonna say it right. I think Mandy Rose will obviously win. I think this is going to be the real blow off for their feud.
Otis be in her corner?
I took over this.
Otis
will be in her corner. Mandy's a minus 400 betting favorite. This is the peak of the storyline. This is going to be the big final match. Mandy will win. Sonya's been getting the upper hand, but I think the storyline has really benefited both ladies in the end. I think both of them have looked awesome coming out of this.
All right, and Candace, what do you think about this storyline? I think this has been a great storyline.
It really has, and what even elevates it more in some weird way is, what recently happened with Sonya, in terms of, the intruder that came into her house, and which is a really crazy story and unfortunate. And I'm really glad that her and Mandy are okay. I heard that Mandy was actually the friend that was in the house with Sonya at the time. Having that happened recently, I feel like this match, it's just going to be one of the best matches of the night. Both women are so confident right now. They know their characters so well. The storyline has been great, and the payoff has been wonderful thus far. I absolutely 100% agree with Mandy being the winner of this, which is just going to make Sonya look even better in my eyes. And after that happens, it's just going to be full on throttle with the two. I feel like they're just going to get even better and better, and the storyline's going to get better as well. So, and Otis is definitely going to be in Mandy's corner 100%. So it's going to be really fun seeing, him there cheering her on and seeing what happens with that.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go with Mandy as well, and I think after this, Mandy, she's definitely in line she needs to be a champ at some point. And Joe, I'd send Sonya to NXT, let her take the NXT title, because the women's division in NXT, it's not too strong. But Sonya might end up on Raw Underground, so we'll have to.
Well, what I think is going to happen. Wait, so we didn't talk about this at the start of the show, so I'm going to do a quick aside here. Triple H on a conference call said that this fall there's going to be another draft. So I think this is one of those classic cases where. So Mandy and Sonya have been feuding now for the last 3 or 4 months. It's been a really great feud. I think both girls have been elevated to another level because of this. What I think is going to happen is Mandy's going to win. She's eventually going to move on to challenge the SmackDown Women's Championship. And I think Sonya is going to be drafted over to Raw. She will be a part of Raw Underground, just like you just said. And I do think that eventually, assuming Asuka stays on Raw and continues to be the Raw Women's Champion, possibly if she beats Sasha, which we'll get to shortly, I think Sonya will play off the women who are on Raw more, and I think that would be a great move for her. So
yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. The draft rumored to be in September or October. Next match, we don't need too much analysis on here, so just kind of give me your picks here. You got the Street Profits, who Montez Ford was poisoned by Zelina Vega, taking on Andrade and Angel Garza. And I think I'm going to go with Andrade and Angel Garza here. I just feel like, Street Profits have been great, but I think they kind of feel like they're better to be champs in front of a large audience, whereas with the no audience, the heels are kind of a little better. And obviously, Zelina Vega's been on every single show, like a ton of segments. So, Candace, what are your thoughts on that match?
Yeah, I mean, Andrade and Angel, they need this win. I mean, the storyline so far, I've really enjoyed it. I did not see, like a lot of people, the whole poisoning storyline happen. So when that went down, I was like, what is going on here? And I absolutely thought that Zelina was the one that did it. I mean, that was no question about that. So with all of that has already transpired, I feel like I honestly think Street Profits are going to retain, but I do want to see Andrade and Angel get the win. But I just have a feeling that Street Profits are going to retain this, kind of in a form of vindication for what happened with the poisoning and everything. So
what do you think, Joe?
So I think that Zelina has been really good on television the past couple of months. I think she's been one of the very few bright spots. I think her character has gone to another level. And I'm with you, Nick. I think that these two previously challenged for the Raw Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania, right? And they, I'm sorry, it was Garza in Theory? Yeah. So, because Andrade did not compete, right? So, yeah, I do think that if they want to get the most out of these guys, now is the time for them to win the Raw Tag titles. I don't think they'll hold it long, but I do think that some gold is in their future. And I love Angel Garza, so.
Absolutely. There you have it. Speaking of Austin Theory, he's been missing, so I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back to help Seth Rollins along with Buddy Murphy against Dominic Mysterio. The betting favorite, by the way, for the Street Profits and Garza Andrade match is minus 160. Garza and Andrade are favored. Seth Rollins is favored here with minus 140, Joe. But Dominic Mysterio is even, and I think, Joe, because it's a street fight, I don't see how Mysterio is going to lose, because it just wouldn't make sense for him to be built up like this, and then his father to lose so gruesomely, his father to come back, and then for him to just lose in his first match in a street fight. I don't know. This is the match I could see going either way, but I think I'm going to slightly lean towards Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, I agree. This is one of those matches where I think a lot of people are going to get involved. You're going to see Murphy get involved. You're going to see Rey Mysterio getting involved. Could possibly see Austin Theory coming back and helping as a disciple. And don't count out Aleister Black, who was taken out a couple of weeks by Seth. Again, this match is going to be crazy. It's going to be pretty conventional. And I do think that it's going to lean slightly towards Dominic, because they're going to need to give him a big moment to justify all the TV time he's been getting. So I'm going to pick Dominic Mysterio here. Going to go for the feel-good win.
Candace?
Same. I have to go with my boy Dominic. I am really enjoying watching him and seeing him grow in ring. And